What's up, friends? Empress Dannie here, back with another episode of the Daily Grind. Gonna pour you up a nice hot cup of joe, get your day off to a bright and beautiful start. Hope that you are well today. Let's check in for messages. It feels as though your intuition may be helping you to navigate a circumstance. Okay, so I'm getting a few things. Something could be significant about a wanted poster. This could also be like, it gives like missing child, missing kid. There could be something like that. There could be some sort of problem or issue. It just gives like something is a poster or posted. There's something like that. But I feel like you are the key. I also feel like something about your intuition today is coming across really clever in some sort of conversation. It's either demonstrating like it's like it's proving you, or it's proving its own like faithfulness to you, because through this conversation it's almost like keeps telling you what to say. It keeps telling you like what to do. You keep hearing what feels like it's almost like when you're having a conversation and if someone or something is working against you, like as the conversation progresses, you hear the pain points, so you know how to speak to or address those. I just heard dispelling the myths. So I feel like you're dispelling the myths. Here's the courthouse card, okay? And the coffin. It's almost as if there's any type of, I hear the word deliberating. It's almost as if it's like there's no more need to deliberate, right? I just heard I got the paper. So there could be something of that nature that is significant. There could also be something, I literally just heard annoying. So maybe something or someone is annoying. This could also be you, okay? I'm also getting something significant about a dog, okay? So this, obviously, an animal could be what's viewed or perceived as an annoyance. I'm also picking up that nothing else is coming out of that deck. I also feel that this could be, I think this moon energy is opening up some intuitive senses, some spiritual communication. Excuse me. And some of you are hearing, your ear so strong that it could be a little bit overwhelming. If that's new to you, you do have authority over that, so you have the ability to control that. So all you need to do is talk to your spirit team and say, hey, let's dial that back a little bit, right? Turn the volume down. There's also like, let's connect. And this is why having like a practice where you have, especially like depending on your lifestyle, you establish a certain time or even a place, right? When I sit at this table, I'm ready to receive. And as long as you make sure that you consistently make time and space to be able to receive, then you'll find yourself better able to manage things like that. So some of you may be in a position where if it's a little bit overwhelming, that may be all that you need to do is establish a time and a place, or establish, a means by which to go. Surprise, okay? Something's coming through as a surprise. Oh no, I'm like, I kind of get like, I hope you surprise me. And maybe this is someone towards you or you towards someone else. Let's look at it from a you perspective, okay? This is like, I hope you surprise me and you're like faithful or you can be trusted. This gives an energy of like, I don't know you, but I hope, because I see, obviously I've shuffled all of the cards. Romance is on one of the bottoms of the cards. But you know, there are some situations where romance is off the table, right? It may be desire. As soon as I say that, look what falls out in my lap. Finding love. I can't, you know, this feels like, this is why I say this, okay? Because at the bottom of this deck is this card. It says square. The door may be locked, but you are the key. Persevere and you will meet any challenge, okay? This is kind of like where romance may be off the table. I just heard, but you're putting it on. But I'm not getting like, but this is kind of like with leadership, you do your job so well, right? And that can be in a career sense or anything. It could be that you're not getting love, right, in a situation or a circumstance. This could be that someone else is closed off, that if there's a square, they're challenged by you or something in the situation where maybe they can't show you love, okay? You are the key is you stepping up and I feel like having the confidence to do something in some way that unlocks the door, that removes the challenge. Removes the challenge. It's no longer difficult. This is not a challenge for me. Something makes me, yeah, I see the tiger and the zebra here. Something feels as though this has something to do with like you being authentic, demonstrating what could be like unique qualities. You could also be encountering someone else that is unique. I really get a sense of like cut from a different cloth, a different fabric. I can't lie. This feels like surprise. This is like, I hope you're a stand-up guy. I hope you're a stand-up girl. And then realizing that it's almost like you are just the person like to bring out that quality in someone. Wow. I just feel like you are dealing with a leader or you and you are something about your leadership. This feels like you're stepping up and you could be having a spirit-led conversation. Whatever the conversation is that you're having, I feel may present, it's either making someone else anxious or it may make you anxious, okay? With a stressful, okay? I honestly don't get an energy of stress. I feel like you may be getting some things off your mind or off your chest, okay? And it feels like the energy of releasing it could be like a partnership, a relationship. This is kind of like all the reasons I can't go this direction or this way. Sea serpent here. It's for your protection. I feel like this is showing you who's going to step up. And I just heard who's not. Yeah, tarantula at the bottom of the deck. Crossroads energy. It's showing you who's going to step up and who's not. This is a turning point. So it makes me feel like, don't be surprised if someone or people turn away today. I feel like that was for your protection. This is kind of like you may have had some people in your life who were just taking a chance. And now whatever it is, because of the fact that you are being who you are, you're being protected from people who were just taking chances. And this is a turning point that I feel even something in this is you Also being at whatever this crossroads is, but it putting you in a position where it's unlocking something that I just heard was not there, was not available to you. I like this because I feel like you're taking the lead. This could be asking questions. This could be saying things, addressing certain things, getting things off your plate, off your mind, off your chest. It definitely, yeah, I just heard farming out. So that could be the case. It just feels as though there are some things that you are commanding with the Nine of Swords and the Magician. These are just at the bottom of the deck. I'm not even pulling tarot right now. We're going to go to Patreon and get a extended tarot messages with those of you who are members, but it just makes me feel like you are, I don't know why it gives the energy of like a list of everything that needs to be fixed. This could be everything that needs to be wrong, but let me be clear, this doesn't feel like pessimism. This feels like optimism, like because it's almost like if I make a list of everything that needs fixed or needs repaired, a true leader is going to go through the entirety of that list and is going I just heard fix it all. Balance the budget. Financial discipline and conservative investments are favored at this time. Okay. And then second house breadwinner is here, your ability to grow finances. This is like something that you're doing is, I feel perhaps the turning point is with your money, right? Being shown love financially. That could be where it is. Balancing the budget. You could be doing something with your books. Either way, this is going to be for your protection, whatever spirit is leading you to do today. I don't know why it's like, I hope you surprise me, or I hope I get a surprise work card came out. Romance. And you could be working on a romance, or this could be like work that you love, the job that you love. Something significant about that. Some of you, this could even be like in like your personal practice. You could certainly be manifesting the job you want by literally spelling out, listing out, writing out what type of work you want to do, or what it is that you want to do for your job. Yeah, I feel like you're in some way today, perhaps there's something about the desires of your heart. And I feel like in some way you're having to say what those are. This could be like you're having to say what you want, what your heart desires. You're having to say maybe what your needs are. You could be having to spell that out. That could be work. That could be different for you. It kind of feels like those situations where maybe you haven't gotten into there. I'm feeling a little bit of like throat chakra energy. But sometimes this can be like talking about or discussing things that you haven't talked about because of the fact that you've had, this could be like people that were shallow. You haven't been around leaders. You haven't had people, if you've been interacting with people who were immature or just weren't there yet, it's almost as if these conversations were impossible, and you never got into what feels like expressing this deeply. And this could be like the turning point of some sorts where you feel, maybe it is like, I'm kind of getting like, I just heard use your words, but you could feel somewhat blocked because you may be, it's giving like stutter, because you could be communicating with someone who has authority in that area. And if you're used to corresponding with those who don't, sometimes it can be, um, stressful or worrisome, because it's almost like, okay, it's showtime, time to make it happen now. And you can second guess yourself. You can get in your head. You can, it can bring up just like a source of angst. Because it's almost like this is what you've maybe been wanting but haven't been able to do. And now something makes me feel like you could feel blocked in some way. I don't think that you are. I don't think that you are at all. I think that you are just healing something, an aspect of you that has maybe even, I feel like you're releasing some stress. This is like something that has, I don't know why it gives, like, you know how you have some conversations are angry because whomever perhaps they're had with, it's like this is always an issue, right? We never really get anywhere with this because every single time you blah, 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 right? This is so frustrating. And it's almost like I'm the only one that's willing to, step up or da-da-da-da-da, take accountability, stuff. It feels like a situation where you may be in a position where you are unlocking that in another situation or circumstance. It could be a person, or perhaps someone else is surprising, right? We saw that card. Someone else is surprising you, and this is somewhat shocking, because now you're able to heal that aspect of yourself that I feel like had to do with your inner child just desiring to be able to, this could be like get something off your mind, get something off your chest, release it from being held in your heart. So let's go to Patreon for extended messages. That's what I have for you today. I love you, and we'll talk again soon. Bye for now.